Okay, how's it, everybody? Now dropping names. This is a professional business module for a FRAP phone tablet. Well, I mean, you've got economics, you've got business modules. So I guess for other reasons than somewhere nice, somewhere like the future, right? Which is a business module, a professional military briefing by General Powell, General Schwarzkopf, is recently Afghanistan, right? So we're going to go to Barack Obama. We're not going to bother about these minor technicalities. We're going to go with some professional military briefing. Well, obviously, I spent 6 months in Afghanistan. Well, of course, I love my brother, my people. We'll stop. Well, I mean, we're going with the professional outpost Restrepo. So we want the professional gear. They're professional, right? Well, that's all right. So then we've got to also fulfill a business module, which is for the empire, which is a business module with non-racist or biased thing. It's getting back into business for rock bands, super yacht companies, billionaires. Well, you got the authentic um, business module like for gang territory, which is another episode because you've got episodes of Diablos, episodes of Top Boys. So I guess you've got coming back into business is for the community. Well, for the empire, right? We're only in the 2 minute margin. So we're still within our boundary, right? Which means we're gonna follow a strategic plan, a decisive weapon, a strategic thing, which I guess happens. You got popular days, you got unpopular days. But what I'm talking about is we're in the first 5 minutes. Well, then I guess you got the gang economics, which I guess is all about Wall Street and all Einstein, Bill Gates, Google Analytics. You got the Indian mathematicians, not so clever. Alexander the Great, Napoleon, Chiang Kai shek, Genghis Khan, Thomas Edison. Tobacco's not so original. But mankind is apex predator. So then I guess they wimps, which is not a coward. But then I guess in a business module, we got the FRAP, right? So simplicity is Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, is also Van Gogh, also Thomas Edison, also more than Schwarzkopf or Powell. That's the Afghanistan offensive of the original thing. But this is in the first 5 minutes. So we're talking about a business module because you've chosen the middle class. So I guess you've got a lot of opportunity, right? So it's like a military briefing. Like in the foothills of the Mekong Delta. What do you listen to? DJ slaydem, Chiki Chiki? It's all about the white girls. But I guess it happens. So we're making 900 trillion. But for General Schwarzkopf, Powell, Barack Obama presidential campaign is a different offensive, right? But we're coming by FRAP, which I guess is more than all of the popular things, a business module. So I guess then we're a hierarchy, which I guess we've got to follow the economic war is economics, which I guess you've got neurology, quantum physics, or all these people that are clever, but the economic war is a different secret society. This is a business module for debts. Let's say a different currency. You've got Bitcoin or all these free things. They could, but not now. Now we want to cheat, which I guess is all right, right? So we want the authentic, which I guess in a business module, coming back into business is about trying to be available. You know what I mean? Public appearances, they're important. Going to the mall, trying to be in the territory, right? While there's other business opportunity, business card, which seems stupid, but in the vicinity is military. The vicinity of your presence, man. We can leave no grain of sand on the beach unsearched because we've now got what we wanted. Well, I mean, we're not talking about the inevitable. We're talking about, okay, death Easily beaten. Now we're talking about every grain of sand, drop of water, which is a business module, right? Not so easy. But not right now. We're talking about like preparation, planning, strategic weapons, that you shouldn't waste subliminal messages, which simplifies neuroscience, quantum physics, or popular days, right? Well, then you've got popular days and you've got unpopular days. Well, then to get out of the ancient world is a cousin of the modern world. But I guess mankind for millions of years is too complacent, uneducated, is not really big enough, you know what I mean, to be talking about those things. But with money, well, money, we're talking a different economic structure, a different society, secret society, a spice empire. Easily the ancient world will be taken over. India, all parts he can circumnavigate. Not enough people are big like our business is Island FM. So perhaps they think they got the strategy. Well, then we must think about the empire. Social life council, right? Of course, I got the diamonds. I'm introducing something. But now, this is for the gangsters, the people in reality. Doesn't function, right? So I guess we're coming by Frap. Frap is phone tablet, so you want to meet the simplicity. Michelangelo da Vinci, Leonardo, not DiCaprio, man, Michelangelo, Mozart, Mona Lisa. You know, when you come into museums in Denmark, Thor, the biker gangs, take those patches off, which I guess is a one sided apex predator. For some, they're wimps. So then we must meet the authentic source of the problem, which I guess is about try to come into council. If you bother to look in what's available, it's your own technology. But hold the break. I guess in all of these things, the economics they don't work. In an economic world, is a business module. Economics is connected to neuroscience and not just economics, a business module to get back into business. For people that are old, we're going to talk about everybody. Also, the guilty. So you're not innocent. So then we want to know about the guilty. So I'm definitely guilty. So it's an economic war. So for another reason, we got secret society, which were only in the 8 minutes, right? While with money, money you can mark tight, like Barcelona, Tottenham, something different. Hey, Tottenham with a bit of La Liga or something, man. Decent money, which you think is impossible, which I guess is a bit of witchcraft, etiquette. Mankind is millions of years old. This guy is too long in the ancient world. That's funny. You see, this guy is in the ancient world. He's watching Gladiator and everything on television. It's nothing to the apex predator. He got to pass every exam, every test, every detention. Like Bart Simpson. This guy's on the chalkboard, man. I thought something different for you, homie. I'm going Bart Simpson, man. This guy's making me go on the chalkboard, man. I know about the lines. I love that sort of stuff, man. Spent 6 months in Afghanistan. I thought Prince Harry, and the Queen of England, man. The British Empire is not going to be kept and cooked unless Popeye's chicken is crispy, eh? Well, then that's what's open in here. Eh? You want some gang power, man? Don't talk about the past. The past is supposed to make you what you are. But I guess it's a different currency, eh? A business module, which I guess getting back into business sounds easy. But why would you want to? If you've got the big business, right? So we're in the 9 minutes. So then I guess time is of the essence. But why would you want to be in the presence if the vampire hierarchy is slaydem, is a different Wall Street, right? Which I guess for some people they want to listen. But with money you can leave no stone unturned. You've got to cut it off. Which I guess is all about like I mean for rock bands you've got a million reasons. There's a million reasons to stay alive. Because you've got like a business module which I guess is like a military briefing by Powell, Swatchkov, Barack Obama. The main influence, not Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a small boy. We're talking about Schwarzkopf. We're talking about Powell. It's another day in America, man. We don't want to be wimps. We want to pay our houses off and be what we're talking about, which I guess works, right? But does it? Not for Schwarzkopf. Powell, very dangerous, man. That's why I chose a selective. And also, Bill Gates, you've got Elon Musk, easily defeated. Schwarzkopf and Powell. Something familiar, right? Well, I mean, we're out of Africa, so we won't be racist. We won't be. We'll try to go with Barack Obama, how people have marched in the ancient world. That's funny. But I mean, we've got not just Schwarzkopf, Powell, Outpost Rastrepo, which I am basing this authentic biker gang fight, or more like a military, is about being available. Then you can have presence, but a strategic weapon is like a decisive weapon, like Star Wars. Star Wars easily beaten, even Darth Vader. The big planets, because you've got fleets of ships every what 2 hours. Well, we've got China, and we've got our own business, right? Well, then, in the nick of time, right? Well, I'm talking about a business module, man. I'm talking about don't be greedy. Don't be greedy, man. Don't be greedy, bro. You've got to regroup, strategize, scout, preparation, execution, planning, strategic, decisive moves. Well, that's why DJ Slaydem is putting money down, which I guess is all about evidence, right? It's not so bad. Well, why would you worry about opulence, luxury, if you're missing counsel? Then those type of people are getting blurred out while we're coming by tablet. Let's not worry about death. Death is inevitable. So what I'm saying is this module, death is easy. Man, I'm dead already, man. You got the authentic hustler, right? Well, it's not for the throwing away. So I guess people are in the future, right? So we're in the first 13 minutes. So then, interesting, eh? Tobacco's not so original. Neither is the world. Do you see what I told you? The brain is a computer, easily to beat India, easily will reach Aotearoa or the Pacific. Yes, but I know how you feel. Some are wimps, some are not big enough, eh? Tobacco's not original. But you're coming by frap, so not so clever. Unless you put in money down, then we'll be professional, right? Well, then, tobacco is not so original. Neither is the symmetry. It's too easy, unless you're dead already. Well, that's all right. What I'm saying is preparation, planning, being available. Of course, your ears are going to get blocked. I fly every day to South Africa. Every day I fly to America. I don't pipe dream about it, I pay for it, which is another business module. But of course, all right, your ears are going to be blocked. I'm a busy guy. Why would you not want to use business cards or even be in reality? Which, let me puff on this, man. Let me think about the gang territory and stuff. Okay, it's horrible. So people are telling the truth. So another type of currency, which could last for eternity, right? So I'll throw my youngers in. hymns and barbecue. Well, at least hymns is the only law. There's no other law than Hemi Wilson, Jack Lord. Nothing's going after that. And all the homeboys in the Skrilla, which got to come now. But I'll accept it. Pigs at Henderson. But this is a different thing. It doesn't exist. Neither does the court case, but there's no puku. Right, man? There's no stomach. Big gangster here, G. Standing up, easily beaten. But I'm talking about a business module for music in Aquaman. You know what I mean? Wakanda. You know what I mean? Black Panther's gone. The place is flooded. None of the homeboys are around. C-Dub and which they seem they can find out. Skrilla. Easily beaten Sunny Jim, PNC, P Money. Of course you're gonna go diff. But I'm talking about Dawn Raid and all these South Auckland bands, all the breaks, man, Killer Bees. These mongrel mobs, man, since you barking like a chihuahua, G. This is a big time business, so you get the authentic. This is secret society, man. A different business module. In any military encounter is the presence, right? So you like us. You're the champion, right? So you need to be happy with death. And also middle class life, you've got to lock your brain, which I guess is all about technology. Technology simply, the simplest, exquisite choices are gonna make you opulent, where you get territory, right? Well, you want the authentic gang power, right? So then we're going to push to the uh, uh, capability to survive in a returning business for super yacht companies, rock bands, LAB, Polynesia. We're talking about the Oompa Loompa. At least we're not in Jumanji, which is Africa. I go every day, has obviously chosen us to be together, which is all right. I see, okay, look, we must think about other things, public appearances, a political campaign, Schwarzkopf, Powell, Eisenhower, and that's the past. But I guess a close relative. But in an economic war, we put in money down. So I guess everybody wants to see the authentic vampire hierarchy. While then him C dub is the only law, which is good. But is it so good? You get good days, popular days. Wednesday, of course, you got the homeboys. Well, money's all we have. Then there's no other law but Mad Max, which is alright. If you think about, you've got reality, you've got death, then you've got the opportunity for neuroscience, quantum physics. If it's so original, then why are you asking the big business, the island FM? That's all right. So we'll try to go for an hour, right? Well, it's better than jerking off all day. Well, not at the end. The end is a hell nah. You catch a hike, homie. You end up some roadkill that's never going to be flipped like waffles, man. There's no Star Wars, no levitating. We clearly seen the balloon is gonna float, man. Well, there was the big power around here. Well, there's like a scrap, right? You can't come back. Well, then we can see that helium is definitely lighter than oxygen, is lighter than gravity. Is helium lighter than gravity, man? The balloon's long gone, man. Well, that's all right. I got the ability of the Black Panther and all sorts of things, which seems stupid. Well, I got a daughter with a crooked leg. I'm supposed to be one of these racist people, but not now. Well, I mean, okay, look, white people, you're black, but a different type of white person, apex predator. But this is a business module. We're going to try to do something And then maybe we got popular days. And also we got like, you can easily beat Nando's. Even a chapati business in the slums of India, easily beaten. If you put quality, TLC, like what I'm doing, simply, you've got his business cards, Scout, Lion King, try to be a gangster with money, is more than all of these languages. They seem stupid. But I guess you got every opportunity to start again. We're not talking about old people. That's beaten. So we're past 20 minutes. So we want to go for at least what, 55 minutes? Is not so bad. Not more than an hour. Not being greedy, but also you've got to take your time, step by step. People are choosing reality, which means they're professionals. Yeah, but you like us. Hold on. Pause. Yeah, this is like a business module that's supposed to be coming back into business for even a chapati business in India, the slums. Easily, bro. Easily, it can be one sided. You've got to put effort, but we want to do somewhere easy. Something easy for General Powell and Schwarzkopf. It's based on a Barack Obama presidential campaign, but that's another business module. So you're like us, a vampire hierarchy. Then for the community, then there's a million reasons. While you can easily get the best of India, easily you will take over time, space, the ancient world. Well, now we're almost halfway. So we've proven they're apex predator. They a major danger. Well, for once you can't cheat. So instead of cheating, you got to lock your brain. Be like, hey, boom, boom. Too spicy? Not spicy enough. Ancient world is over, but very dangerous. Which I guess if they like you, but even if they don't, still dangerous. Because a lot of people are saying chemicals are coming from India. Never mind the Colombians, the Mexicans, the danger, super cocaine cartel, all these big drug addicts. Easily, what biker gangs you make in Hell's Angels is alright. But this is like a bit funny. Apex Predators like something else. So you've got to build a strategy. You got to regroup. You've got to retreat. And then you've got to do much more than try to be a wimp. You've got to regroup, re strategize, and use strategic weapons. You got technology. Like all these things, they seem stupid. Not for Schwarzkopf and General Powell and Barack Obama. Easily, all these things are beaten. Like the Russia front is like Napoleon. You're gonna do something else. Carpet bomb the whole 50,000 square kilometer radius, unless you meet like some sort of um thing where you live in the classical thing. Is not so bad, but instead of being a wimp, it's better than jerking off, which is not so bad. You could jerk off the whole day, but you got to clean up your place where you live. That's for the slums of India. So everyone's happy. While prisoners and weirdos, you gotta blur them out, stop that shit. But I'm talking about, of course, you were supposed to be a gangster, right? So then, of course, you somewhere where you got all these things. Very dangerous, but not this module. Of course, with these things, man, you can easily destroy everyone's life. But instead of stopping, what you got to do is try to listen. But that's the sound of a million Chinese soldiers in a fire base in Vietnam. It happens. You can hide away all of this. Well, then easily you can hide away a fleet of spaceships. Which sounds stupid, but I guess you've got to also do a bit of gym. Gym is going to be health medicine. There's no better medicine than standing up. Then your blood will circulate. It will circulate for the first time in your life. You'll be like the vampire, which seems if you step back, then you're now camouflaged, which is like Vietnam. You got the Mekong Delta. You got Powell, Schwarzkopf, Barack Obama. Donald Trump is not voices. Voices don't work for a soldier. Well, for a soldier, it's not about these things. It's about other things. Like any military encounter is about the presence, but easily with a decisive weapon, the internet, then you can mark tighter than anything, man. And you need a little tender love and care for all your soldiers. That's going to make the difference. Not now. The end. The middle now is where you can be ambushed also, which people love ambushes because then you've got to use the opportunity not for voices. Well, that's what I'm saying. Definitely, people have been robbed and ambushed. Well, then I guess in a business module, it's not so much getting back into business. It's a lesson also to the ops that you shouldn't ambush people. But that's a different business module. Making rules and trying to use technology as a decisive weapon, not in the middle, not at the end, not when you're too old. Then, if you're old, you have a different economy, which is different economics, is also technology as much as you can do. And also, like the ancient world, a Dane council, the Spice Empire. You're worried about the ancient world, but that's a close cousin, but it's over. You're in the modern world, which I guess you've got every opportunity, man. Quality, time, and sacrifice. Even if you can just meet some sort of authentic thing, simplicity is economics and mastermind. You can be clever, mate, but without experience and all these diplomas, masters, graduates, UCLA, Harvard, Cambridge, Oxford, not for experience. You can have all the paperwork, but experience is the greatest teacher of adversity, man. Time and space. You can jump on those stars, they're so close. You can jump through light years with modern technology. A light year is only 50,000 kilometers, right? Well, then I guess there's opportunity. But this business module is getting back into business. If you're over 40 and now you're broke, now you're afraid, an old person who's going to die also, that's a different module. This is for people that feel like, okay, look, reality don't work. Of course, it's not going to work. You've been cheated. Clearly, they've cheated. It's only junk in your house. Even the slums of India is possible. What recently has happened, I guess, is unexplainable. So, this is also middle where they'll ambush you. So, now you need protection. So it's a different currency. You play this stuff, it's diversions, and then you've got to stick and put effort and quality, be available. More than patrol. You've got to be like a gangster. Well, that's a whole different reason. Then, like a vape, you're gone. But then I guess you've got to stick to what you've written. You've got popular days. Wednesday's not popular. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. During the week is not popular. It's retarded, but it's all right. Instead of trying to focus on pipe dreams, then focus on what you claim. Because popular days, public appearances, the slightest thing with an apex predator is dangerous, which is you've met your match. So then, I guess then you've got to be what you're talking about and more. And you've got to also try to do like, you've got to have all the qualifications, but it won't work. Even with all those qualifications, those certificates, with no experience, then experience is the only teacher because it's right. You've got to sacrifice. But now we're in the 30 minutes, which you got to time. So we're talking about a business module coming back into business for something easy for once. For once, you got gang power. For once, it's New Zealand. Instead of the slums of India, it's too difficult. Not at the end. The end is when, what I mean. So, this is what I mean. So, listen to the so called ops, the troublemakers, are criminals, which you want to be positive in a negative time, not now. They can't come back. So, it's got to be a secret society. Well, then, at least for something logical, then you've got to at least remember what you're doing, which I'm not surprised. That's why I'm saying then at least see Dub or Skrilla at least. Well, that's all right. I'm talking about a business module, something in reality, but that's what I mean. They professionals. So why are you talking about a New Zealand or Hollywood without considering um, Polynesian music or where you live, Maori people, or even a business module in the first place, not at the end. The end is always difficult. That's also what I'm saying. Because then at the end you need any help because they're professionals. So they have to come back. So you will always be ambushed. But ambushes are expected. But that's what I mean. We're going to try to go at least 45 minutes. But instead of try to save battery power, try to be like Powell, Schwarzkopf, a political campaign for something realistic, something close, something that's simple, authentic, a business module with business cards, some sort of cake business or something with quality. It can't meet the standard of what's on the internet. The internet has failed. If it gets into the government of India, government of New Zealand, government of Zimbabwe at the end, hell no, you can't come back at the end. The end is the worst. You can't come back at the end, man. DJ Slaydem got too many businesses, man. You got to go on the benefit, man. You got to get be interrogated, man. You be expected to be bumping into DJ Slaydem is a hell rider, man. He's got thousands of 21 karat gold Hells Angels motorbikes, man. Never mind Comancheros. Not at the end, man. I got tinny houses on tinny houses, man. This is for hymns, it's not for headhunters. But that's all right. I'm just saying, not at the end. The end, you better be one nice prostitute, man. You better be something better than DJ Slater. Is a distraction. So that's about 33 minutes, which is economics, neuroscience, quantum physics. A bit of all of these things can't work. Not at the end. Man, that's when DJ Slater's gonna say, hell no. Well, then I guess like a vape, you're gone, which is what everybody wishes, fly away like a bird, which I mean is a lesson to everyone, man, even DJ Slater, man. Hmm. At the end, you come when times are good. Where were you when times are bad? No problem, man. Shit, as usual, man. Hmm. While I'm talking about the ancient world is a close cousin to the modern world, but that's the ancient world has hidden something. When you look at it, man, where do the Maori people live, bro? Is a cannibal, bro. Well, then you got to meet something, man. This guy's into himself, which seems it works, but maybe people are telling the truth. It's a whole nother business module where you got to invest in the equipment, man. It's hella cold. It's the Arctic Polynesia. That's what I found out. There's a whole lot of conspiracy, man. You got to work with your own technology, which I guess is more economically they're failing. Too many people are talking about a struggle. What I'm saying is like a vape. That's how cold it is. I thought maybe you could see, but no surprise, people are blinded, which is not so bad. It's so cold, it's like a vape. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's like a vape. mm I thought you could see what I was talking about. Then I thought we might as well as put a crystal methamphetamine in the vapes. It makes so much money. Well, that's the winning edge. It's like Canada with no snow. I thought maybe you could see also, mate. Then I thought, let me do some other Wall Street, some sort of uh, thing they talk about, which I guess we've done already. So we'll finally find out. But it's cold, mate. Hmm. They're talking about the climate professionals, right? That's probably why people are saying we want a professional. So it's a professional at poison, a professional at economics, or government strategy that's all down the toilet with reality and the plug and everything. It's so cold. It must be together. I don't blame people for diving into DJ Slaydem's houses. It's quite cold, which seems crazy. But if you learn about where you live, that's what I'm trying to tell you. That's how I woke up. But I changed. I totally changed. I'm against all of this Illuminati and all this professionals and stuff. That's what I realized. Napoleon, Russians, they all say the same thing. So it's supposed to be an adventure, but not for everyone. Then you got to put some work in on the thing, a different currency, and all sorts of reasons to follow people because they have an influence. But probably these things exist, which they're allowed, is a different motorway, a different reality. You shouldn't choose celebrities. You shouldn't listen to these things. Dodgy times, bro. But that's what I'm saying. Hmm. And still, with the economic war, mate, and the things are cold like this, definitely you will freeze to death. You see what I mean? Hmm. That's a good trick. Like David Blaine, does England Got Talent. The dog is fucking on two legs. Can't prohibit me now. I thought you clever. Einstein is also the German scientist who invented the nuclear bomb that blew up Hiroshima. That's funny. You don't even know who Hitler is. He's carpet bombing. He's talking about man, which I guess is not original. Neither's the cemetery, man. If you're dead already, is doing something you already destroyed. Lion King. Well, that's how I look at people these days, man. All you need to do is have a bath, put some effort in the life, man. Don't blame Indians, but dangerous. If they do like you, but I guess you got to lock. Of course, you've been poisoned. They're professionals. So you've got to be professional. Is a secret. You've got to blur out criminals. Seems stupid, man. Because you in your first life. Does it seem original, mate? You see what I told you? Some are big gangsters. Some are not snitching. But you see what I mean? Straight away they call in the cops. Which is your only family. Which is not racist. Which I guess you've got the past. But that's a different business module. How you're supposed to put effort in your life. How you got to have a gym. Because think about it. What's money if you're going to have money? Drugs. Money don't work if somebody's blessed in a way. It's a different economy, a different market. Probably these things exist. So professionals is something new which is not allowed. But that's all right. Because the way I see it, the vampires in your face, DJ Slay them, is a whole different thing. Like um, Marvel, DC, rich Africans. So it's supposed to be a racist. But I'm saying probably it's true. It's some sort of thing from the ancient world. It is dead. So that you've got to do something for groceries or a different type of thing than the ancient world. It's funny to colored people, man. There's a lot, and Africans, man, because that's what I mean. We've got millions of diamonds. Is a feat of ingenuity. Is a whole different economy and technology. Technology is a decisive weapon, strategic weapon that you can use with economics, neuroscience. On the internet easily you will reach the Prime Minister of Zimbabwe. Easily you'll reach Barack Obama. Now we're talking about a business module for successful people, somewhere easy, like mowing your grandmama's lawns with lemonade and Houston, Texas chicken fried with a cayenne pepper. Damn, the Cowboys having a hold down, man. Fuck, they're having a hold down in fucking New Texas, Arizona. Damn, they can hear flipping Indiegos, fucking Comancheros, Apaches, and all these things are not original. That's how I feel. Which is a different economic structure. So instead of talking on the internet, talk to yourself. Which seems so stupid, man. It looks like South Americans, maybe they come from South America. It's hella skanky cold. It's hella tight. But that's just another day in America. Which is just like Popeye's chicken, man. Which is another business module. Alexander the Great. You got Genghis Khan. You got Caesar. You got Bill Gates. You got Einstein, Thomas Edison. You got mathematicians. But this is the end of the thing where we don't want to be greedy, and you don't also want to be too clever. You got to be balanced. You got to put some TLC, some work. And the first thing, yoga, Pilates. You can do some shadow boxing. You can listen to this thing. Is a diversion, is a decoy. Hey, you can do a diversion, like you can outflank, outmaneuver, do some rules. You can do a business module, follow the law, blur out people. They're supposed to be a gangster. Well, then be available. Then I want a girlfriend. Well, that's another business module, man. The end is when you're going to get ambushed. Then you'll be back again. Which I guess you look like a loony bin. How can you prove it in court? Then you'll throw you in the paddy wagon. Then in the loony bin you go in, mate. Which is not so bad. But that's another module, man. The loony bin is a whole different episode, man. But I guess the ship is now gone. It's now with Beyonce. You got Comancheros, King Cobras, man. You got every delight in the world, man. But the ship is now gone. I found out there's trapdoors. At the end, you get ambushed, as usual. It's happened 6 times. The cockroach came here, man. Cockroach came here 6 times, man. I'm doing gang signals. But help! You cheated in high school. You cheated. You're not supposed to be alive. But you're cheating again. So let me cheat. Well, then protection is going to help. But that's the end of the business module, man. We're reaching the 45-minute mark. We don't want to go too far. But at the end is when you'll be ambushed. So a bit of a lesson to Russian soldiers, the government of all things. 200 governments, popular guy. DJ slaydem is a big problem. He's got gang power, money, and everything that's supposed to make the life of all of these type of people, man. These people are pirates. They everything you're talking about, and just like a vape, your life is gone. Which I guess too many people want to listen to music, but it's not so bad, which I guess is an economic strategy. And like a vape, you're gone. But that's the end. I won't be too greedy. I can see that's about 45 minutes. So I guess let's blame not ourselves. What are they doing? Hmm. What is Momo doing? What is the internet doing? So I guess we got to meet this thing. One wank? Maybe not, man. But that's the end of the philosophy of the slums of India. TikTok is another opposition. But hopefully that's the end for the week. Another popular day. Another business module. Coming with the authentic source of the problem, man. But I guess then simplicity is the only thing. They can't come back. But like a lot of businesses, we are dead. But let's think about negativity. It- It's a negative time, but I guess we can drink. But like a vape, once you are here, this is not the future, man. Mm. But like a vape, then I guess be available. But that's the end of the business module, man. And just like that, another $900 trillion. Listen to the subliminal messages, and that's from DJ Slaydem, Island FM, putting money down for the community and making a difference in this 48 hours. Done and dusted.